Man, what a beautiful day outside. It's an everyday thing, though. Shout out God. Shout out creation. Shout out the birds and the bees and the trees and the beautiful things outside that make it so gorgeous. Today, we're talking about music. We're also talking about some, how do I put this nicely? Some nonsense, some rhetoric that I hear going around in the self-development space. I wanted to come squash, step on, murder that, drop it off this balcony, smack somebody with it, throw at them. But I keep hearing a bunch of people, seeing a bunch of people, especially in the, what should I call it? Dubro corner of the we're here to enrich men and talk about the importance of men, which is a good conversation to be having. But lately I've been hearing a bunch of folks talking about I'm cutting out music entirely. Some of them saying music makes them gay and emotional and a bunch of stuff. And you know, we are commanded to be conscious of what we put in our eyes and our ears and lungs. All natural, organic cigars to start the morning, sunlight to start my day, blue light in my eyes, shout out the sky. And I like to start my day with some music in my ears. But I'll tell you what, the first song, especially if I only listen to like one or two songs early in the day, that song will be stuck in my head. That song will be playing on loop. If I went to church that day, I'm singing praise and worship on Sunday in my head, doing a little dance around the town. If I listen to 21 Savage first thing in the day, I'm probably going to have 21 Savage stuck in my head at 6 p.m. Now, I think that there's a place for secular music in the world. I don't think every Christian artist only has to make music about God. I think that's the type of stuff, I thought that was a wasp, that makes Christians sometimes appear one-sided or frankly lame. Like if I hopped out and I made a song right now that was just a worship song and put it out, that's beautiful to a group of people, but to literally everyone else, you're not gonna do as good a job of capturing their attention, holding them, and molding them with that song to then think differently. You know, to be more positive or to elicit qualities that come with following Christ, you know? One of the most difficult things, one of the most profound things I've ever done, ever gotten to do, or have ever been tasked with spiritually, I truly feel like a huge part of my purpose is doing this, is making music that's honoring to God, that's like also socially cool, that someone will be like, dang, this is hard, and not even catch the first time necessarily how deep it is, or just how much spiritual game just got dropped on their consciousness. And it's fun, it's beautiful, it's incredible to make songs. You know how hard it is to make a cohesive, complete song that tells a story and has structure and has groove and is catchy and makes people want to dance, but is also like incredibly positive. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know that happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. You know, like, it's so simple, but simplicity is an art. And art is a lifelong pursuit. To completely write off music would be like, I'm not going outside and opening my eyes for a month. Hashtag, do you understand? Man, like, get out of here. You don't want to listen to music for a month, so you don't want to dance for a month. Last time I checked, 9 out of 10 of the most abundant environments of beautiful women have music playing at them frequently. And if you're the music guy at the function, They're probably in your DMs. Come on now. Like, you don't want to listen to music? Like, frankly, that's like one of the most, like, dang, you must have fell off this balcony and landed right on the stick. Went all the way up. It's coming out your mouth right now. I think you should go to the doctor, fam. Something is not right in your spirit. You don't want to listen to music? Look, if someone was like, I'm cutting out secular music for a month, cutting out negative music for a month, I'm cutting out rap music for a month, more power to you, bro. But if you want to cut out listening to music entirely, for you to really get a benefit from that, you need a strong, intentional reason for going about that. I'm going about no music for a month so that I can replace that with a particular positive habit, or so that I can be in a greater meditative state. Look, man, more power to you. But me personally, I think that there's too much beauty in music to think that not listening to music makes you stronger. That's like a similar train of thought to people who are like, I'm not gonna cry because it makes me look weak. Like, you need catharsis, you need release, you need to express yourself, otherwise it's all gonna get trapped in here. You need to dance and shake and move your body, otherwise you're gonna be stiff. You know, you need to talk to other people and connect with other people so that you're not one-sided. There is only one thing that is one way, and that's God. That's literally Jesus Christ. Like, the path, the way, the only path that is one way is perfect. Otherwise, you just hitting your little jiggy, you know what I'm saying? And eventually you're going to arrive at your destination. But that's the story that music tells you that you wouldn't get if you didn't listen to it. Music is a constant progression that never fully resolves, that ends inconclusively, no matter how you do it. There's a billion different ways you could do it. And that's why I love music so much. That's why I love entrepreneurship. That's why I live and work in a fashion that is entirely those things. I make music and I build businesses. Why? Because it doesn't have to be any one way. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't always have to be the same style. You can change it however you want. There's technically no rules. And the goal isn't the outcome. It's creating the thing and producing the feeling that the outcome brings you, regardless of how it resolves. Because there will always be a new song. There will always be a new thing to say. And there will always be a new way to move about it. You feel me? There's an elephant in the room. You can always dance around it. He might be really cute and have big ears. Might even be able to fly. Like not listening to music for a month is being like, I'm not gonna look at art at all for a month. I'm gonna have white rooms in my house with white walls. I'm gonna wear a white jacket that looks like this. Because relishing in the beauty of splendor of creation is gay or something. Yeah, no, man, my balls are too big to go inside that museum. They're just gonna hit the posts on the door. So, you know, can't fly nowhere. Gotta get 2 seats. It's tragic. Can't afford that. Cannot afford that. Spending too much money on child support for my 101 sons because I just accidentally impregnated a whole village because I sneezed. You know, just How'd I get here, you ask? I stopped listening to music. Yeah, just 400x my testosterone. And now my DMs are just so full of beautiful ladies that I don't know what to do with myself, honestly. I've developed anxiety. I just go to sleep at night with a single tear in my eyes. One tear, like half a tear in each eye. It gets spread between. If I spread more than one tear, it would be tears, and that would be crying, and that would be gay too. But I just lay in my bed with my one tear in both my eyes and just feel so much grief that there's only one man like me in the world, you know, like that can go through the anguish of not listening to music for a month. I've just transcended to a higher frequency. I just feel pure love, and I just feel like all the women in the world deserve that type of love, but I'm the only one who's able to give it. Me and my giant nutsack from not listening to music. I can't dance either because they're just too heavy. I'm technically morbidly obese on paper. That's how they be lying to you with statistics. See, it's a psyop. They want you to go back to fat shaming people, so we go back to small nut society. Too much music going on outside, ladies and gentlemen. Stop listening to it. Stop making it. And everything's gonna go back to normal, okay? 14 days to flatten the curve. We're gonna get there.